Aloha YouTube. This is your boy Crypto Roots. We are chilling on the chicken farm on the beach. I'm here to spit that crypto game. We just waiting for people to show up in the chat. First of all, if you would like a crypto miner set up, hit me up. I'll set up a Garlic Coin crypto miner or a Monero crypto miner. I can do it through TeamViewer, so hit me up. I can set up a crypto miner. It's a good way for you to start learning about how to mine cryptocurrency. If you got a CPU, if you got a Windows 10, that's all you need to start learning how crypto mining works. Start small, you can always scale up, but just knowing how it works is, trust me, it's a form of self-sustainability, and you're going to need that when this economy crashes. You're going to need some form of way of generating your own passive income. Aloha, Lou, how you doing? What's up? So hit me up if you need that crypto miner. Now, there are many ways to make passive income off cryptocurrency, and I'm always on the lookout for more. I'm not necessarily interested in any type of high risk investments or scams or Ponzi schemes. So I make sure I do my due diligence. And currently, I'm making 7 ways of passive income from cryptocurrency. And I busted my ass, and I still work on fine tuning it every day. And now I got a 7th form. Yeah, just as of recently. So it really is where it's at. I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm balling out of control. The market is still early in the game, so I'm just staying patient. I know this is a long-term investment. Aloha, brother. What's up? What's up? So hit me up for the mentorship. Check out my courses. I really want to start dropping more heavy knowledge. I really do, but I just want to see a little bit more people interested in the courses because I got a lot of knowledge, but I don't want to waste my time doing all this work and people just like watch 2 or 3 minutes of my courses. But I'm gonna still drop them courses. So the next course I'm thinking about starting up is mesh networks, and I won't even go in more detail. But I study IT, computer information technology, IT, cybersecurity. So I understand more and more how the internet works, how data works behind the scenes, decentralized platforms, applications. So I'm definitely on the grind. Check out me tokens. You can purchase stocks of crypto roots because I'm on the grind. All right. So I'm teaming up with Ethereum developers. Like I'm starting to kind of get noticed by the crypto community that are, they've had me on some interviews. So it's things are picking up as far as just me getting involved in the heavy crypto game as far as like, teaming up with other crypto people. So with that being said, also if you need crypto kitties, man, if you got a wife, you got some kids, if you just need some crypto kitties, you want to introduce them to cryptocurrency, but you don't want to like explain. Just it's always good to start off with some crypto kitties. I have some for sale. You can buy 2 pairs so you can donate them to your wife or your kids and they can start playing around because I'm teaching kids right now. That's one of my part-time jobs. I'm teaching kids cryptocurrency online. All right. Straight up, would you recommend studying for the comp security? I'm studying for. I recommend you to study it for yourself. I'm studying CompTIA. Trust me, I appreciate that question because that's the level I'm on. I am an entrepreneur. I understand it's good to be qualified, to be employable. That's good. These certifications, all that is great. But if your end goal, in my opinion, everyone's got a different opinion, but the end goal is for me to work for myself and create my own goods and services. So the reason I'm studying CompTIA is, first of all, the more I know, the more I can teach. And also, I can start learning how to build my own blockchains. I can start learning about mesh networks. Once you start learning about how information technology, you can definitely jump into cybersecurity. That's the next step. In fact, you can't even do cybersecurity without knowing about CompTIA or I don't know what CompTIA. You can have those certifications. That's great, but don't do it for the certifications. Do it because you have an end goal in mind of how you're going to contribute to the revolution. That's what I'm saying. You can do one thing for money or you can contribute to the revolution because we need more cybersecurity. That's one of the biggest needed jobs like right now is there's the most shortage of demand are blockchain engineers and it's like cybersecurity engineers. cybersecurity researchers. That is the biggest. There's multi-millions of jobs that are like needed. So it just goes to show that those people who are taking the discipline and who are spending maybe 6 months to a year to 2 years really applying themselves, like I did when I knew nothing about computers, there's so much more opportunity. The grass, yes, it looks like it's going to be greener, but you got to put in the time, at least 3 or 4 hours a day is just focus of studying this computer science shit, because it really can free you. Now, you know, it really can free you. It looks like it's keeping us slaves, but that's because you don't understand the technology. You can free yourself, okay? Now, yes, you can study, but I say do it for yourself. Do it because you want to contribute to the revolution in the end, not just so some white dude can stamp your paper and say, hey, you're approved, we want to get a job. I don't think that's why people should do it. I think you should do it because the revolution is here. Now we're going to talk about digital jurisdictions. Whew, and this is important. This is super important. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. You on the grind. Link up with me. Like, I do want to chat. Link up because I'm looking for brothers and sisters who are in this field, and there's a lot of opportunity together. And that's why I want to talk about what I'm talking about. Digital jurisdictions. Digital jurisdictions. The laws of this land in a digital. So the laws of this blockchain, the laws of this community. Digital jurisdictions. And this is the first time in history you get to shop around for your own jurisdiction. This is the first time in history I'm taught that you get to shop around for your own jurisdiction. Most people, the majority of people, were stuck in their jurisdiction. They couldn't get out of America, or they couldn't get out of their state of California. It was all about your jurisdiction, the laws of this land. And regardless of how you felt, you had to abide by them. You had to abide by them. You had no choice. What's up, brother? Oh, this is one of my mentees. What's up, brother? He's definitely one of my mentees. Just showed up right now. He's super excited, man. So he purchased his first cryptocurrency today. I helped him with that whole process, and so yeah, man. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. You always show me love. So this is the first time in history you get to shop around for your own jurisdictions. What does that mean? Well, first of all, it all starts with the money. It all starts with the currency. It all starts with the value. How do you protect that? First, you have a monopoly on violence. Then you have a legal system. Then you have property rights. Then you have markets. So I know I went check out how Bitcoin redefines property rights. Check out that video. Go through my old, and you'll see how this all works out. Monopoly on violence. Then you have the legal system. Then you have property rights. And then you have markets. All right? That's how that works. So that legal system determines the jurisdictions, right? But you had no choice. You had to abide by them, or you would go even within your country. You had no other choice. Now you can visit a blockchain, you can join a crypto community, and if you disagree with how they distribute their money, if you disagree with how they create their money, how often they create, if you disagree with the inflation, if you disagree with one blockchain, you can go to another that fits your rules, your capabilities, your rights, the way you envision the world should be. Every blockchain is different and has something different to offer. Bitcoin is different from Ethereum, okay? So Ethereum Classic is different from Ethereum. So now you would get to say, you know what? I don't like how they're doing it on the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. I don't like that, because now they're coming out with mandatory developer fees. Mandatory developer fees? What is that? Well, that's a mandatory tax on the miners of that blockchain. Mandatory tax. So it's saying either what they're doing, they pretty much steal your hash rate. They pretty much saying 20% of what you make goes to us automatically, and that's in the software. That means everybody has to upgrade. And people are like, all of a sudden, you guys want to take money from us when we're the miners just securing your blockchain? They're like, yep, because the developers of the blockchain need more money. So they can just slap that and put a miner tax on you. And you're like, what? I thought this was decentralized. Nah, see, and so some miners say, fuck that, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going back to Bitcoin, because they would never do that, So, and Bitcoin has its own limitations, such as the Bitcoin block size and such as the Bitcoin block time. That's just too small and too long for an efficient worldwide transaction system in real time. Like, Bitcoin is just fucking dinosaur slow, but it's secure. So, hey, you get to shop around for your, or you get to create your own. All you have to do is fork the code. It's open source. All you have to do is say, you know what, fuck your shit. I don't like how you guys are doing it. I'm a copy your source code. I'm gonna copy your source code and I'm gonna change a few things. I'm gonna change how much money can be created. I'll make more or I'll make less. You know what? I'll change whether it's proof of work or proof of stake, because you can change the whole fucking shit. That's how we have all these altcoins. Litecoin is a fork off Bitcoin. Garlic coin is a fork off Litecoin. There's just forks upon forks. Then there's soft forks and hard forks. Then there's planned hard forks. Then there's contentious forks. Then there's you're going to hit me up for the mentorship. I tell you, this crypto game is crazy because shit just is so much innovation happening so fast that it is kind of hard to keep up. So digital jurisdictions, right? So what cryptocurrencies? There is no better or worse, bro. There is no better or worse, okay? You decide what works best for you from an investment standpoint, or however, those XRP and ZRX, does that work for you? Do you believe, how much confidence do you have in that investment? You know? And that's where you do your due diligence and you figure it out. And it doesn't hurt to have a diverse portfolio. You know, it doesn't hurt to take a little bit of risk, especially early in this crypto game. So there is no better or worse, okay? I would never tell you that, and I would never, I'm not here to discourage you from buying anything, okay? And I'm really not here to encourage you to buy anything. I'm really here to just spit game and kind of expand your consciousness and understanding of this technology and how it can benefit you, how it can benefit society, how it's benefiting me. So that's all I'm here to express. This is definitely no financial advice. As you may already know, I've made a lot of mistakes and I'm making up and I'm learning and I still make mistakes, but I don't let that slow me down. And a lot of the mistakes I made, I just see as the cost of doing business. That's the cost of doing business. I got in the game of investing and I understood that certain risk and certain, sometimes even just recently, I had to take a small little, and that's okay because I understand that, I still come up much more in the end. And as long as I can still find a smile to put on my face, I can still keep going, man. So, and with the amount of experience I have, there's no way I can not ever make money. Like, it's already programmed for me to make money. It's already, as long as I own my private keys, the money's already coming in. And that's because I took so many risks to get to the level to understand even how to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's many different ways to create your own token. You can hit me up for that. We'll work it out. There's different ways. It all depends how hands-on you want to be. If you just want to create it from scratch, that's going to take some more. You're going to learn how programming language and whatnot. If you want to, there's ways you could pay people. But yeah, you can create your own token. It's not that hard, and it's relatively cheap. But anybody can create their own money. Anybody can create their own money. Now, this is cryptocurrency, but what gives your money value over somebody else's? That's the hardest part. That's the biggest question. That's what stops most people. Like, fuck, I have two currencies of my own. One I stopped using and one is RLT, reliable token. I still have that. That's on deck. And I would like to, and then I have Roots. Roots is not my token, but it's a token that is of my equity, of my synthesized labor. So you can tokenize real world assets, even your own labor. Yeah, you can create your own token, but what you need to do is actually start planning out how are you going to give your token value. How is your token going to be valuable enough for a person to purchase it? That is the trickiest, hardest part. So I got a lot of ideas. I know I've at least done it a few times and I'm still going at it. So I'll give you some ideas, but it's all about generating value. And if I find your token valuable, I'll be one of the first people to drop some Ethereum on it. Trust me, I'll be one of the first people to drop some Ethereum on your token if I see the value in what your token has to offer. So I'll be one of your first investors, but pitch to me, straight up, pitch. If you're gonna create a cryptocurrency, pitch it to Roots first. If Roots fucks with it, I'll invest in it, then you can start showing it off. Crypto Roots invested in my coin, da 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 da. And I'm not saying but it's somewhat of a start though. If I really see the vision of what you can do, I'll definitely be one of your first investors, and I hope you create the coin as well. Keep an eye on her as well. So back to what I was saying. Now, what do I truly believe in when it comes to blockchain technology? When it comes to blockchain technology, I am on the team. I believe I am the religion of code is law. Code is law. What's in the code is the law. So you better take the fucking time and you better do some research. You better test that code. You better make sure that code stands up, because code is law. At the end of the day, once it's in final production, that's what you abide by. If you start changing shit and not trusting code, that's when everything falls apart. On Bitcoin blockchain, code is law. There's only 21 million. That's it, because it's written in the code, and that's the law we abide by. That there's a deflationary currency, and that's what we do. That's how it is on the Bitcoin blockchain. You can't change that. So there's certain things such as immutability and decentralization that I feel personally code is law. Once you start fucking with the code, once you start manipulating code, you're breaking the law. You're breaking the law. You don't do that. And there should be consequences for you fucking with the code. Or you should be kicked out of this jurisdiction if you want to change our code. Go make your own code, because this is the law we abide by. That's what I believe in. So it takes years to come out with production code, because if one vulnerability, one little amendment is off, or one little loophole, and your whole fucking jurisdiction can come crashing down. So you want to make sure that what I mean is that if your smart contract gets hacked, or if there's a 51% attack, if somehow you need to prepare for the code, that's just how software works. This is just how software works. You gotta test it in every way, and that's why Ethereum 2.0 has taken such a long time. Ethereum 2.0 is going to be such a crucial, even to get to Ethereum took such a long time, took years. You had to test the code, and then you saw with the DAO hack. With the DAO hack, one little thing, one little exploit, bam, and then what do? Your morals are tested. So that's what happened with the DAO hack. Ethereum went back on its own original, broke its own law of code. Ethereum did. The second cryptocurrency broke its own code, broke the law of its own code and the immutability, and then reversed the blockchain, or they did some shit, right? And the money got, I don't know, it's weird, but they fucked up with they fucked around the blockchain, and they fucked up with the immutability of the blockchain, and that's when they did a hard fork. That's when they did a hard fork to Ethereum Classic. Okay, so I am on the side of Ethereum Classic. I know that was a big loss. Those investors lost big. Those investors lost huge. And trust me, I understand it's a big dilemma. But the name of the game with Bitcoin and blockchain technology is immutability. And when you start when you change your code, like, you broke the rules. So that's what that hard fork. So I'm a diehard ETC, Ethereum Classic fan. I really, really support the fact that there's a group of people who really believe that code is law. I really support that. Now, I understand that it was a tough decision to make, but I really support the fact that people are sticking to this blockchain technology because of the value it has to offer, and they're not breaking any of the codes. And if you take a loss, that's unfortunate, but that's the way the code works. So we want to make sure that we're more educated, and we communicate clearly of how this code works. So that's what I support that to the fullest. Now Ethereum has more developers, more innovation, more money, but Ethereum Classic is still sticking to the core of what that is. So I'm morally obligated. I just feel devoted to Ethereum Classic, and being a longtime Ethereum Classic developer, and pushing it. And I really think the value of what it can do can go up. And so that's why it's one of the top 100 cryptocurrencies. And it's Ethereum Classic is still innovating. So I really do appreciate that and respect that. I understand that Ethereum did their own thing, and I appreciate that too, but I got to stick to my tribe, and my tribe says code is law. Code is law. So that's the jurisdiction I fuck with. And I fuck with Bitcoin too. Those are my two hoods. And then I visit Dogecoin and Garlic Coin. Like, if I were to be in the digital realm, virtually, I would only go to certain hoods because I fuck with those hoods. You feel me? Like, I don't fuck with XRP hood. Not that you shouldn't, but there's certain tethered, like there's certain blockchains and cryptos I don't fuck with. I just don't fuck with them. I don't care how much they have to offer. I don't care how much interest rate you can make. I just don't fuck with them because I don't fuck with their code, because they don't believe code is law. They can just print more money. And just make up lies. And dude, I don't support that. Not that you shouldn't, but I believe immutability, blockchain technology is here to save us, and we shouldn't start fucking around. And proof of work is just the most secure consensus algorithm.